Well, what do we have here? Yes, let's get it. All right, let them come in. Let them come in first. Don't scare them away. Don't scare them away. Don't scare them away. Welcome to my radio show that I'm doing at this time. And if you follow me, you know this is the time for my radio show, and you get to simulcast and watch it on TikTok with me. And This is TNathan. It is 10 o'clock Central Standard Time, 11 o'clock Eastern Time, and you're just in time because I'm always right on time for Conversations with TNathan. You can listen to it here where it's simulcast, or you can listen to it on the GCPR network also, for those who don't know. And unless I open it up for guests, I don't have guests. Yeah, but and if we do have guests, they're not here because they want to be here. They're here because I dragged them kicking and screaming. Yes, and I will. Um, so greetings and salutations, because some of y'all look just weird. Like y'all don't know this is 10 o'clock Central Standard Time, 11 o'clock Eastern Time, or whatever time it is where you are, because this is conversation with TNathan. I am TNathan. I provide the conversation, and we talk about exactly what I want to if I invite you up here, not just something you open up and start talking about. So how's everyone doing today? Greetings, greetings. I see. Oh, Portia here's tonight. Y'all say hello to Portia. I guess she found a way to tear herself away from some of those other lives tonight to join her big brother as he rakes people over the coals. All right. Greetings, greetings. Hi, Gracie, where you at? I see Siren is snuck in. Yeah. I know I'm not as entertaining as some of those other lives, but hey, I try. I try to make sure we get the facts and, have water cooler conversations, as they used to call it in the 80s. Yeah, water cooler conversation. So we will not be talking about where you're going on your relationship dates. Yeah, because most of y'all are horrible at relationships. You need to just go on and admit it and move on with yourselves. Yeah, and I stand on that. Did you call me out? So yes, I did. I called. That was a call out. It was slap, but I knew you would get it. Yes, I got it. what good is a sister if you can't call her out every now and then? Yeah, I be like fighting too. I like fighting. Hi, like I say, welcome to Conversations with TNathan, right? You are joining me, and where we talk about all things geopolitical, um, social justice issues, and just sometimes just plain fighting. But we do it from the uniquely point of view. I'm a black man, I bring my perspective to it, and I share it. And then you can have pushback. And sometimes you can have pushback in the comment section. Sometimes you can have pushback on somebody else's page. But I promise you, this is not the kind of lives you all are used to where freedom of speech is allowed to run roughshod over facts and the expression of marginalized communities. This is not the place for you. I'm not the black man that's trying to raise money for their MJ habit or whatever they are. I'm not here to sell you on anything. I'm here to present the truth, nothing but the truth, and how do we navigate that truth if we're going to talk about revolution. Now, if that sounds good to you, stay. If it's too much for you, there go kick rocks. Yeah. I know people be like, T Nathan, you could be a little sweeter. You can catch more flies with honey than you can with vinegar. Last time I checked, I wasn't out hunting flies. What I'm supposed to do with flies? They're annoying. Yeah, them and roaches, they're annoying. I'm not trying to catch flies. I'm trying to capture the mind of future and present revolutionaries who want change. That's what I'm trying to do. Oh, Reese is here today. Reese, how you feeling? Is it too much for you? Raise your hand. And Reese is back. Reese is back. Reese hasn't been feeling well, and we send her all the positive universal energy we can muster. And yeah, but Reese's back, and she's not in a good mood. I just thought you all should know. Like, yeah, but I like picking food, pickled food, and vinegar on my sandwiches. If you want some flies on your sandwiches, go out and catch them yourself. I am not in the fly hunting business. Go out and catch them yourself. Ugh, yeah. Yeah. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. I just dropped a video on this. And you all know my philosophy. Ever since November the 5th, all I've heard is people whining. whining or trying to wear some blue bracelets or whining. Listen, you're doing nothing and sitting back and whining. This is amazing to me. It is amazing. So your daddy today came out. Um, I mean, no disrespect to you all. Yeah, but anyway, your daddy came out today and gave a blunt message for the Democrats. Y'all need to toughen up. Listen, I have been saying this for months, but months. But your daddy came out today and said, Democrats, we need less wine and more action. And I was like, I found myself applauding Barack Obama in a way I haven't applauded Barack Obama in years. You all know I respect him. I think he did a dynamic job of maintaining the presence of a black family for 8 years with no scandal in the White House on the highest tier. I applaud that. I think affordable health care sucks. And if that's going to be your signature piece of legislation, you could have done a lot better. Um, I agree with him when he finally gave the. I remember people being mad at me when I said I felt like he could have done more for the black community and marginalized communities as a black man when he was in the White House, and people gave me all this rundown. He's the president of us all. Who said he wasn't? Who said he wasn't? I said black people in marginalized communities. But they went down this whole. And then when Barack Obama came on Anderson Cooper for the interview, and he said, I probably could have done more for the black community and marginalized communities when I was president, and I regret that. All of a sudden, I had crickets. I had crickets. It was like when I said it, it was a problem. But when Daddy said it, all of a sudden, crickets. But I digress. But as I said, today Barack Obama said, y'all need to toughen up. Y'all need to toughen up. All this whining and do nothing. And I like, okay, I want to show you. Of course, we got to read. I got some sections I want to talk about. So let's talk about when he says, it is. I haven't heard navel gazing in a long time, right? I think it's going to require little bit less navel gazing and a little less whining and being in the fetal position. And it's going to require Democrats to toughen up. Don't tell me you're a Democrat, but you're kind of disappointed right now. So you're not doing anything. Listen to this again. All you 92%, listen to this. Because it's your daddy. This your daddy, right? And I told you all, I didn't know where you all would get this leadership for your 92% movement because no one has been able to provide it for me. You don't tell me you're a Democrat, but you're kind of disappointed right now. So you're not doing anything. No. Now it's exactly time that you get in there and do something. Don't say you care deeply about freedom of speech and you're quiet. No, you stand up for freedom of speech when it's hard. When somebody says something you don't like, but you still say, you know what? That person has a right to speak. What's needed now is courage. Did you hear me? I'm saying, I said, if you follow me, you know you've heard this kind of sentiments, right? But now your daddy said, and I want to get people's comment on it. Listen, stop looking for the quick fix. Stop looking for the Messiah. You have great candidates running races right now. Support these candidates. Where you at? Where you at? Where all those people that you all resting and saying y'all not doing anything? And I asked you all what's the plan and for midterms, and you can't tell me what candidate you're supporting for midterm. One candidate you're supporting for midterms. What are you doing? Because midterm requires campaigning. So if you're sitting at home doing nothing, then you're not even campaigning for midterms. I need clarification. I need somebody to tell me, are they gonna listen to the daddy now? Because obviously, independent revolutionaries they not listening to. Independent revolutionaries nobody wants to hear from. But now that your daddy said it, I want to know. I want to know because I love the line. He says a line in there. He says, "What you believe in, or at least what you say you believe in." And I believe a lot of those people that are doing nothing, they just say they believe in something. They don't really believe in it, and they're using this as a method to make it seem like they're so intellectually on tap with the movement. They say we're not doing anything because that's part of a movement. Like the very definition of movement is motion. And not doing anything is not motion. So you're not part of any movement by doing nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna call that the movement of stupidity because around here we believe in calling stupid people. Yeah, that's why it's only 23 people in here because that's why I get more listeners. That's why I have so many listeners in around the world than I do in the United States. Because yes, United States is stupid. We have made it. We stopped calling stupid people, and then we got more of them. I think calling people stupid is stupid birth control. It's birth control for stupid people. If you call them stupid people, then there is not as many of them. But if you don't call them stupid people, because everybody is entitled to their opinion, if your opinion is not rooted in fact and it's stupid, you're a stupid person. I said what I said, and that's me standing on it. Yeah. If we want if you want to eliminate stupid people, start calling them stupid. They at least start being quiet. They will at least start being quiet. Stupid people will be quiet in the face of being called stupid people. Some people say something to me like Africans are trying to erase African American culture. I say, okay, stupid person, prove it. Show me the policy where any country in the African Union has instituted that said they're going to erase this American hyphenated black, whatever y'all call yourselves, African American culture. It's African American culture. There are 55 countries in Africa, and y'all still going around here calling yourselves African American. But I digress. You're from somewhere on the continent. I know. But yeah, stupid people. Yeah, I said it. I said it and I stand on it. This is what stupid people do. This is what stupid people say. And we are allowing them to say, well, everybody's entitled to their opinion. Yeah, I liked it when the time when people's opinions were either caused them to be ostracized or hit in the face. Those were the days. Those were the days. Oh, yes. But now we have given stupid people a new lease on life by allowing them to have, oh, well, let's just listen to stupid Harry over here. Harry has never been outside of the county he was born in, and he doesn't venture into that much outside of the little town he was born in. But he has a world view. Let's listen to Harry as he tells us his world view from the basement of his mother's house. Yeah, Granny used to say everybody with an opinion is like there, yeah. And I'm tired. I'm just tired of people saying, "Oh, let so and so talk." I heard so and so talk. I've listened to so and so's talk from my ancestors for 400 plus years, and you all still believing they saying something. No, if we bust so and so dead in they shit, either they're gonna stop saying it or they're gonna have to say it, and we're not gonna know what they be saying anyway because they're gonna be missing a few teeth. You ever heard somebody that is missing some teeth try to have a in-depth conversation on bullshit? You're so busy laughing at them, you don't even realize they saying anything because you're laughing at them. It's like, say that word again, say that word again. Who bust your teeth up? Yeah, I said what I said. Yeah, those are the people who think that everybody should get a trophy. Yes, yes, that's it. So your daddy, hey Democrats, your daddy, he said y'all need to toughen up. So what's up? What's up? Y'all gonna listen to your daddy? I said what I said. Like I said, me and Barack Obama haven't seen eye to eye on a lot of things, but at the end of the day, just like I agree. I agree. I need to toughen up. If you all this do nothing and we're just gonna sit back and wait the midterms, you're gonna lose midterms. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna lose midterms. Yeah, because y'all don't think y'all want when I think most of y'all are just complacent and happy with everything that's going on. You just don't want to say it because you're complacent and you most of y'all wasn't protesting or doing anything before. And before you said I was protesting when President Obama when they had to put in children in cage policy. Yeah, I got the record to prove it. So don't come and talk about my stances on deportations have not changed since President Obama was president, and we held him to the same accountability standards. So don't say this is something new for me. This is not something new. Yeah, you got Craig Long all at the White House. Hey, Craig, I see you. What's up? We got Craig all at the White House, champagne toasting from what's his name? Donald J. Trump. Yeah. Yeah, he all at the White House toasting Donald J. Trump, and Democrats out here they got in the fetal position talking about we did everything we could on November the 5th, and I'm just going home right now. You were gonna go. This is the thing. You all were going home no matter what happened on November the 5th because you wasn't used to being outside. You all were going home regardless of what happened on. I walked away for a second, and so you're not cutting up. Yeah, we got to keep one around. We got to keep one around. listen, listen. They out here cutting up. These are the same people. They making videos like we did everything we could, and look what happened. And I'm like, are we for real right now? We for real? Y'all got y'all. I just want to wear my blue bracelet to show I'm in solidarity with you. All shut the fuck up. I don't need your allusions to solidarity. I need you to strap that white privilege in and get ready to get on a bumpy road. You're out here. I'm gonna shave my head. I'm gonna shave my head because I want to make myself less attractive. Shut this. What does it got to do with anything? I'm shaving my head. You want to walk around here looking like an alien from planet Xeno? Like you go right ahead, but don't blame that on us. Don't be like, I'm showing my solidarity with you. I'm looking at you like, why you shave your head? All you had to do was put some people in the car and take them to the polls, like I said to. But now you're out here after the fact, crying and shaving your head at the same time. You look like single white female material. And if you know, you know. Y'all know the movie. Y'all know the movie. Y'all know I see a lot of people did not like that commentary, did they? Ooh, a lot of people didn't like that commentary. They need to use violent death traps on white tears. Yeah, that's what they need. Yeah, don't stop you. You trying in a video cutting your hair. You're demoralizing your white tears. Your white tears. You're not. Your white tears are not white tearing anymore when you're out here cutting your hair at the same time. You just look crazy. Just look crazy. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Y'all see? We lost 40 people doing that rant. Y'all see that? We lost 40 people doing that rant. And I knew it. I know it. They don't like it. They do not like it. They do not like being called out on their bullshit. They want to be able to live this and do this in a manner that protects them. Yeah. Yep. They don't like that. They don't like the truth. That's why they go to these other lives where people are gonna let them say this stupid shit, and they'll be up there and they'll be like, "Yeah, but I feel like the rudimentary cause of the dysfunctionality of the inference of what is being said is because we have to go back and look at the sectional meticulation." Shut the fuck up. You don't even know what any of those words you use mean. Shut the fuck up. Yeah. Shut the fuck up. But Daddy said toughen up. Daddy said toughen up. What's up? What's up? Y'all gonna toughen up now? And this is the thing. And it's like it amazes me. Whenever Barack Obama says something they don't like, they act like they didn't hear it. So I want to make sure. I'm making a video about it and putting it on my backup page. As a matter of fact, I already dropped the video. I'm making videos about it. I'm gonna make sure you can't say you didn't see it. Every time he says something you don't like, what do they do? Oh, he shouldn't be getting on black men like that. Oh, so you heard him. I love it. I love it. What day? Stop it. What's up, Spicy? What I miss? Not you trying to put physics, economics, communication history, and chemistry together. listen, listen. They be out here stringing these words together with their freedom of speech and don't have a clue what they're saying. What's up, Max? What's up, Max? Y'all say hello to Max. Yeah, yeah. Y'all say hello to Max Devlin, right? If you ever need a laugh, you ever need some a break, Y'all make sure y'all go follow his page, right? My guy is comic genius, right? He's comic genius, and don't think he's not socially. It's not social commentary because he slides it in there so quick. People, it's like an injection, right? You get an injection, you don't even know it because the nurse was that good. Max is that good. Max slides it in, like yeah, it is hilarious to watch. Y'all make sure y'all give Max a follow, right? Like I said, if you ever need some comic relief, he's your guy. He has a whole cast of characters to give it to you with. So it's some Legion level shenanigans going on Max's page. If you know who Legion is, well, I'm gonna say post Cocoa Legion. I don't know if you don't understand that. Don't worry about it. Go to his page. You'll enjoy it. Yeah. Brother, you gotta get me in trouble. Yes, I see you climbing up over 100,000. You getting yourself in trouble. Yeah, you said it's 73,000 for so long. Now you look up over 100,000. You getting yourself in trouble, Max. You're getting yourself in trouble. But it's like John Lewis say, it's good trouble. And a lot of people, Penelope snuck in. Think I didn't see that. Yeah, it's good trouble. But so Max, I want to see some commentary from my guy on this message right here. Listen. I can see my red guy with the horns. I ain't telling people the name. I can see him doing a skit off this Tough It Up. Yeah, I can see it. I want to see it, and then tag me in it. Yeah, I want to see it. Yeah. I want to see it. I want to see the commentary that he comes up with on Daddy telling them to toughen up. Yeah, that's it. All of them out here. Y'all know my feelings. If you follow me, you know my feelings. And I'm going to tell you this. And then the people we talking about, well, they were out protesting. Most of the people I was out protesting with were not core Democrats. I'm going to say it. Most of the people that was at the No Kings rally, most of the Kings that are going to be at the No Kings rally, July, they were not core Democrats. I told you all when I'm out there and I'm showing you around, the LGBTQ community is represented maximum capacity. We got independents out there. We got people that actually know what the democratic process is out there. That's it. All these people sitting at home talk about they're not doing anything. I'm gonna tell you, and y'all I know y'all gonna hate me for it. I'm gonna tell you, the revolution comes. I'm gonna be taking pop shots at people and saying that they got knocked off by the enemy. Just going because they are the enemy. Go on and tell you. Don't hate me because I'm truthful. Well, it's, yeah, I'll see what I can do. Good, good. Greetings, good evening, everybody. And like I say, welcome to Conversations with TNathan, my nightly Monday to Friday radio show and TikTok podcast that you can also find on the this letter. You want me to spell it out like this? Yeah, you can find it over there also because TikTok doesn't like it when I mention the other place because they kind of sensitive about their shit. Sound like Erica Badu singing about Tyrone, but you can find me there. If you missed the show, you can go over there and watch it at your leisure. But yeah, this is Conversations with T. Nathan, and everything I do is from the uniquely black point of view because I am a black man in America. So yes, I talk about these decisions and how they're going to affect minority groups and how we need to oppose them at every cost, not just be opposition but resistance. What's up? What's up? Your favorite diva? Yeah, ain't no diva. You can't sing it like you're a diva. What's up? What's going on? It's all good over here. Oh, that's an attorney. That's our attorney. Yeah, that's my attorney. You in here? You gotta take that not yours off. Yeah, that's my attorney. I get when I'm in California and I'm in legal trouble, I will be calling you. Yeah, we'll be calling you, and I need you to be on standby. Tell all your other clients. It's like y'all gotta wait. We got the San Andreas fault about to get disturbed in the area. That's good. That's what it's all about. So that's where we are. And I like to say, I want feedback. I want feedback. I want to know, do we have any Democrats in here that in their feelings about what Barack Obama said? Because I know all of the family and independents, they know. They know by now because we've been saying the same things since November the 5th. All this whining about what happened instead of what we're going to do. Are y'all finished? Because I'm running out of cheese. I'm running out of cheese to go with all this wine. Like I said, I hadn't heard. Listen, Barack Obama broke out naval grazing. Sorry, he broke out a phrase I hadn't heard since my grandmother. All this gazing. I was like, what? When did we start? When did we pull that out? Where you find this article? This was on CNN today. I actually watched the event that they broadcast that he was at. He was in New Jersey, I believe, at an event. But if you just Google Obama says toughen up, several articles should come up from today. But I was actually watching some of the New Jersey event once I found out about it, and I was rolling. I'm gonna tell you, I was rolling. It is it it is hilarious because I know I'm wondering where all these people that was like, well, we're just gonna sit it out because where who are your leaders? How do you all have a non-movement movement? How do you have a movement that is a non-movement? And then when I get on them, they be like, we're not totally sitting out. We're doing things behind the scenes that you don't know about. What? Eating bonbons on the couch at 12 midnight? What's the secret plan? What is this? And I always ask them, is this the same secret plan you all had after November the 5th when you all telling me y'all had a plan before January the 20th? Is it the same kind of secret plan as that? Because that plan didn't work. Thank you, Gracie. Thank you. Thank you. And you all remember, Reese, hit them up. Let them know that the Cash App is up here. All donations for our initiatives to help those who happen to be homeless and to help children with school supplies on the marginalized communities. Is this what you do? This is not the place where you just get to hear about a mythical bus. You actually get to see your dollars at work. You actually get to see your dollars at work because you can go to my videos and you can see. Remember, I don't show the faces of children, no matter what. As far as the people we help, and I don't show the faces of those who happen to be homeless because that's their right. And if that's not good enough for you, well, I don't give a fuck because that's how it is here. If y'all can give money, y'all can donate money to a bus you never saw, or have people that don't even know what the bus is capable of. Then there you go. You can donate 10 to $20 to help unfortunate children get school supplies, and to help those who happen to be homeless that we engage in activity with on a regular basis. All right, because it's still gonna help. I'm gonna tell you, this is gonna happen regardless of you all because I got new shiesties. You still on the radio? Did I say something wrong? Yeah, I didn't. Did I say what did I say? Did I say something? Yeah, it's yeah. We got 26 more minutes. Did I say something? I didn't say anything, did I? Did I say? Oh, okay, good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Not yet? Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to hold up. Drop one more F bomb. Just go ahead. One more. You're always doing something. I didn't even listen. I don't even have a cognitive idea that I be dropping them until like someone says something. I have no I have no cognitive idea I do. Did you hear that Trump did at the World Cup? He took the championship trophy for himself. Yeah, I saw that. I saw him get. Yeah, when he listen. Yes, I saw when he went out there. I was like, who wants you? Listen, did anybody else find him going out there on the field to present this trophy to a bunch of foreign-born people? Just the height of hypocrisy in the middle of trying to deport their cousins. Did anybody else find that crazy? Thank you, Reese. Thank you. Uh, let's see. I have to take my sweet time in court some days because I'll be right and be on the record. We know exactly where to go for him. His alibi witness. Yep, exactly. They're practicing, Reese. Let them practice. Listen, I feel you. Is it is that what is that? Keita? Keita. I feel you. But that's low hanging fruit to say Donald Trump is unhinged. Understand, that's low hanging fruit because at the end of the day, just remember this is policy and this policy is being passed. So, and as Daddy Obama said today, tough it up and do something because I hear that and it's easy to say that because I think some kind of intellectual superiority wants to believe that people are smarter people prevail most of the time. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's about policy being passed, and right now the one big beautiful bill shows you all the executive orders that he has passed. Whatever you feel, he is reshaping this country into that outward image. And he's doing it in a way that all these smart people that have been in the Democratic offices have not done. And so I don't mind the tools that the oppression uses to oppress. I just want the oppressed to start understanding how to use those tools. Because, as I said many times before, Democrats are lousy at politicking. That's why they didn't codify Roe versus Wade into law ever since it was passed in 1972, and that's why it was overturned because the Republicans played the long game and they politic better than Democrats. And that is the truth because we wouldn't be sitting here having these conversations if we didn't have people that are now sitting out because they were on this almighty horse thinking because they were right that they were going to win the day. I was like, you all been watching too many bad Superman movies. And we're going to talk about the Superman movie in just a moment because we've seen it and we have opinions. And I'm going to tell you this, all my opinions are pale in the face of the fact that MAGA hates it. That's enough to love it right there. Yeah, that's that's enough for me not to complain about anything in the movie because MAGA out here mad because James Gunn highlighted the fact that a man born on another planet, shot to this planet in a rocket ship and landed in Kansas is an immigrant. Like, it's like, it's amazing. When I was watching Kellyanne Conway on Fox talk about, and they can't even say truth, justice, in the American way anymore. It's like, did you all just miss the fact that you that a character created 87 years ago by two Jewish men was an alien? But because he's white passing, you all want to claim him as one as your own because he has superpowers. But now that he's an immigrant, all of a sudden y'all bent out of shape. It's hilarious. It's just watching them melt down is hilarious. Are we gonna watch that movie soon? Gracie, where were you at? We watched it. We watched it yesterday. Where were you at, Gracie? We watched Superman yesterday in bootleg movie theater. I even streamed it here. We streamed in bootleg movie theater, and I got it under the censors. We'll look. I'll play it again for you, Gracie, something soon. Yeah, we watched Superman. Hold on, hold on. No, I was gonna show the opening right now, but it is hilarious. You were here. What's tonight? If you were here, you wasn't here last night. You wasn't here last night, Gracie, because we watched Superman last night. Didn't we watch it? Was it we watched it last night or Saturday night? We watched it last night, right? Today is Monday, Gracie. Yeah, we watched it last night. I'm sure we watched it last night. I know we watched it here. We watched it on Twitch and here, right? Yeah. Yep. Last night. That's what I thought. Yeah, we watched it. So yeah, if it upsets listening to Caroline Conway, listening to them on the morning on the five this morning talking about, oh, it's gonna flop at the box office. Superman is a record breaking opening, $220 million worldwide. Nice 3 day weekend opening, right? Since Thursday previews, it is not. And like I say, for me, Superman Superman themselves was my probably my favorite character in the movie is Crypto. My favorite character in the movie is Crypto. Crypto stole the movie for me. Crypto was like, yeah, Crypto stole the movie. And not only that, Crypto came in fighting too. Crypto came in fighting. Yeah, it was great. It was great. Mr. Terrific, Mr. Terrific was my guy. Guy Gardner was the guy. It was the idea that this movie was about oppression. This movie was about oppression, but it's also the same. It shows me how many people read Superman comic books before, and it was about those things. It was like, and all this talk of wokeness. I was like, you all remember that what DC's stance was on Black Lives Matter in 2020? Yeah, they had comic books that incorporated it too. That's why I say that. Oh, they're going. James Gunn is going woke. I was like, this has always been about a character who follows a certain moral path that if not initially he thought the American way was it, but looked around the world and was like, oh no, we can't do this. But it's this idea to say he's not an immigrant. Superman's an immigrant. Superman is an immigrant. Just like some of your favorite white people are immigrants, but they keep it quiet because they like them. Like Elon Musk. Elon Musk is an immigrant from South Africa. Yeah, but they don't want to talk about that, do they? There, 20% of immigrants in this country are white, and I don't see them in Alligator Alley. I see them. They get off their knees and marry presidents. Was that too much? Did I go too far? Did I go too far? I got that under the. Was that too far? That was too far. Anybody? Anybody think that was too far? Because if you do, I don't care. Yeah, you get off your knees and you marry someone who becomes president and has a child. Yeah. What's up, Sunshine? All right, y'all remember it's 60 of y'all in here. I know a couple of y'all could hit this Cash App up and donate to our cause. Yes, we feed those who happen to be homeless, and we're getting supplies for those who are getting ready to go back to school and my students that are underprivileged. We're getting books because I realized I was telling Reese all the things we need. We need book bags too. We need book bags too. Completely forgot about book bags. Like how they gonna carry all this stuff. But we're gonna make it possible. We're gonna do whatever. I told you the shiesty is in. I got some new shiesties. I saw some on Amazon, and I was like, for the low low, yeah, I consider them an investment. Yeah, yeah. It's like, yeah, Robin Hood won't have nothing on me. That was beautiful. Thank you. I knew you would appreciate it, goddess. So yeah, hit this Cash App up, and we can have more stuff. And like I say, you all want more, we can do more. We can do more, but it takes all of us. We can't continue to talk about things and not support the things that we believe in. And like I say, I know some of you all are leery because you donated to bus people but start listening to who you're donating to and watch and see if they move in a manner that conveys they know what they're doing and they're doing what they're doing. Like I say, how many times, if you could ask my followers, people we talking about, we're raising money to Cash App to people in Gaza. I that, for years. I remember when it first happened, first time I saw it. I said that's not how it works. Same thing when people say we're raising money and we're going to Cash App some people in the Sudan and the Congo so they can get some food. Like you mean to tell me you don't know that Cash App only works in the United States and the UK? I just be listening to people. What's up, Jason? Can I send a PayPal or does no? You can use PayPal too, Katrina. I have a PayPal also. You can use PayPal any way you want to send it. Yeah, any way you want to send it. Say we got supplies that Reese needs to get, and we don't even have the money to get them here. We don't have the money to get them here. So yes, I say that Reese has surprise because she does things for kids. She has some overflow she's gonna donate, but we need to get that here too. So you can donate to her Cash App too if you have to. But anyway, we're trying to do the right thing, and the right thing is expensive. I'm telling you, unless you all think y'all want me out there robbing people, I will. I will. I have no problem with it. I'll be at you all be look up and you be like, how did he get into Mark Zuckerberg's safe? By any means necessary. Like how you raise money for an imaginary school bus. Listen, how do you all? And I do fault you all. I do, because sometimes it's like I hear what you all are donating to, and I be like, does it make sense? It's like the news stories I be covering that are made up with AI. I was like, you all are following somebody talk about they're going to have a bus for health and human services in the community and mental health, and they can't spell health, human services, or mental health. There's a problem. There's a problem. Yes, there's a problem. Yeah, I'm sorry. There is a problem. Hold that thought. You don't know my name, but you can do this. Wrong one. That didn't mean to turn that one on. Yeah, turn the big screen off. And for your safety, I don't want anything to come up on the big screen that do, 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 do. Yes. Hold on, I'll show you this. Let's see if this does it. Uh, mm, mm. Bum, bum, bum. Hold on. TNathan Loki is may well be the TikTok Donald Trump. Let's see. Do this on your own too. You can Google TNathan. Let's see. Is this up?
What if your next test drive took you to where the air's warm, the water's blue, and everything
Listen.
is beautiful? Now through July, test drive any vehicle at J. Allen Toyota and you're automatically entered to win a Caribbean cruise for two. Thinking about a vacation? Think J.
No,
Allen
that's
Toyota.
not
Visit
that's not my
jallen.com for
PayPal.
complete contest rules.
It's TNathan.
Protesters in Gulfport joining the voices of many others who are demanding an end
Listen
to
to
current
this.
immigration
Can y'all hear this?
policies. The Mississippi Immigration Rights Group gathered at the steps of the Department of Justice building calling for change. Desiree Duncan has the story.
You all see this? This
A
is
drive-through
this is
downtown Gulfport
this is
Saturday
from
morning.
2018.
Brought you past this group.
You see that tall black guy?
Free! The Mississippi Immigrants' Rights Alliance, small in number, but with hopes that their voices will be powerful.
You all see him?
To stand in
You all
solidarity
see
with our
him?
immigrant brothers and sisters and our neighbors. And not just that, is that what they are doing is wrong. It's inhumane.
She's referring to President Trump's zero-tolerance immigration policy that has left hundreds of children separated from their parents.
No peace on stolen land.
Supporters of the policy say it's needed to fight an immigration crisis. Mira says the caging of children and prosecution of asylum seekers has to end.
We cannot wait any longer. Their families cannot wait any longer. And you must not wait any longer.
I choose to raise my immigrant voice and
Wrote
join
these
the
words.
chorus of
I wrote
black
these
and
words.
brown voices and demand to America to live up to its promise of freedom and justice for all.
These protesters say it's not just a fight for change, but a fight for equality.
Langston Hughes wrote in June of 1936 that America was never America to him. And I say today in 2018 to all black and brown people that America has never lived up to the promise of being America to us.
That's a promise this group says they can't fight for sitting down.
If you're not screaming, if you're not protesting, if you're not taking action, because activism is an action word, then you're part of the problem. And we can't just allow that anymore.
In Gulfport, Desiree Duncan, WLOX.
See, when I tell you this is not something we just made up overnight. This is who we are. This is this has been who we are. That was 7 years ago. 7 years ago, that we were saying sitting down is inaction, right? It's not something we just come up and start talking about yesterday. This is not something we come up and talking about yesterday. We have a, I have a history that you can pull on. Dun dun dun. Mm, 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 mm. Hold on, let's see if this one's up here. Cause this one, I don't even know if this. Some of these are so old, you'd be wondering. Yeah. Oh, this is 2 hours. This is from when we were talking about. Hey, Petra, you remember that during our fight for the flag, and they had the Ocean Springs City Council page got trolled? Yeah, we did that. We did that. Like I say, you can Google. You can Google me, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Hey, even my dad. It's been 24 years since my dad has been gone, y'all. 24 years. Can you believe that? Anyway, yeah, sidetrack. Sidetrack. I'm back. But this is who we are. This is who we are. We didn't just get here. We've been here. We've been here. Yep. House board member after learning of his felony background. That would be me. That would be me. Yep. All the good, the bad, the ugly. And all the ugly and the bad are good also. It's all about that. Mm, But yeah, you can Google it. You can Google it. It's all there. We all hold on. Um, Try this one. Mm-mm-mm. Wow. Mm-mm. Mississippi South AIDS Task Force. Yeah. Side note. And this is what I'm going to talk about. If you're going to talk about right, you got a bus. It might help. It might help if you know what you're talking about, because this is Coast Leaders get out the message of National Black HIV/AIDS Awareness Day, and yeah, this is an event that we put on in 2018. Like I say, we've been doing this. This is an event we put on in 2018, and we bought the bus with us. Right, we bought the bus with us. Oh, we don't just say we're about that life. We about that life. Matter of fact, I'm gonna find it. See if I find that video for y'all. Boom, 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 and then we don't have to make up stuff. I don't have to make up stuff I've done and the boards I sat on, because you know we can. You can like Google this, and it tells you what we did, what we were part of. It tells you the board members right here, view more people. It tells y'all board members in this year and how much we got paid, which was zero. We made zero. TNathan, see that? It says TNathan Fairley, Vice President. Yeah, I earned $0 from it. Mm, yep. Like I say, Google. That was funny. They thought they were doing something. Right, they did. Oh, it has, Goddess. I know the feeling. Like I say, yeah. Sometimes I wake up like he was born on the 4th of July. My father was born on the 4th of July, right? And so that's another reason I rest on the 4th of July, for the ancestors and for Dad. for ancestors and for dad. But no, I don't. I tell people all the time. Um, see something. Wow, some of these interviews are so old. Some of these interviews are so old. God, I know. I got sidetracked. I want to see something. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Yeah, they still up here. Yeah, like I say, you can Google it. You can Google it. You can see what. Why should we donate money to TNathan? Huh? Because at the end of the day, TNathan does exactly what he says he's going to do. Come hell or high water. It does. It does happen. I want to show you this one. Mm-mm. It's fold tight. Cookie. They make cookies. All right, I'm back. I'm back. This was even before. This was before we had to even worry about social media like we do today. Before that, we were still doing the work. WLOX. Yeah, I used to be we all over LOX. Fentanyl crisis before it was the fentanyl crisis that we know today. All the programs. Man, yeah, go pull it up. Give you all a hint. Doom, doom. So, yeah, all this. You can go pull it up. Yet we are still remembered. Yes, Petra, we are still remembered. Petra was there all for all this. Petra and I were there for all of this, right? All this. We through, like I say, the good, the bad, the ugly, all of this. We do. Mm, we are well, we are well talked about too. We're well talked about. So, like I say, hey, look, we're on right now. The live that's on right now, all of this. But at the end of the day, one thing you can't say is that we wasn't there. We were there. As we celebrate the 5th year anniversary of the changing of the flag of the state of Mississippi, we were there. We're in the documentary. Free zone, free zone, free zone is still up, Petra. Oh, what's up, GCPR? What's up? Oh, what's up, GCPR? We're out of here. Thank you. If you want to continue listening to this walk down memory lane with us, feel free. Is it a time? Yeah, it's right on time. Hey, DJ, y'all better be thanking Reese. Yeah, she makes sure. Y'all get turned over right on time. I'll see you all tomorrow on the same Wakanda channel, same Black Panther time. Peace. All right, we're off. We're off the radio. There will be cussing. Yeah, there will be cussing. I can't find the free zone, Petra. All we got is free zone. Free zone. By the way, I'm already home. Yeah, I knew you were home. Free zone width. Maybe that's the. Oh, here it is. Oh man, yes.
Well, it's one summer at band camp.
You can still hear my voice, can't you?
We're on YouTube Live right now. YouTube Live. Yeah, YouTube Live is one summer at band camp.
This is in the days, right?
All right, we're gonna go
This is
live
in the
on
day
Facebook.
we had
And
horrible
minus.
video. We had horrible video, right?
Let me get your.
Yep. That is me and Petra, and I don't have the.
Three,
I don't have.
2, 1. Drum roll, please. Welcome to Free Zone With.
We've been doing this.
Welcome to Free Zone With. We have your host with the most on the far end. We'll switch places also.
How old is this? Oh, this is
my
about 7 years.
Melinda, man. Say hello.
Hello, everyone.
Did y'all hear her? Speak up. They say speak loud.
Oh, whoa. Hello, everybody.
All right. Hola. Hola.
Hola. ¿Cómo está?
And then we have Petra. No, we have Petra. Petra. I can't let them know I can get that right.
Yeah. It used to know. That's what I used to call her Petra. Just to make. I know it's Petra. But it's like, hey, I used to be on there calling her Petra. Yes. Oh man, you brought back memories with this one. Yeah, you brought back memories with this. Yep. And then this is one I did from my history the series. I was interviewing.
Right.
So just a quick update, and I would love to redo these and try to master the video quality. But this is the woman I'm speaking to is her name is Gwen Beck. That is She is the daughter of my grandfather's best friend, John Henry Beck. And what they used to do was they used to pay people's poll taxes in Biloxi, Mississippi, because black people had to pay poll taxes. And my grandfather owned a juke joint called the Little Apple and some other businesses on Main Street that were black owned. This was before integration, right? So he and her father used to pay people's poll taxes to get them to vote. The guy sitting across from me on the other side is Dr. Gilbert R. Mason Jr. And that's his father delivered me. And his father was also instrumental in Bloody Sunday in Mississippi, Dr. Mason. But
Greetings, salutations, welcome. This is TNathan Fairley, and this is part of the Living History series I will be undertaking. And today, we're going to start the series off with Gwen Beck, and her father was John Henry Beck, and her mother was Victoria Beck. Taught me science, and I just found out that she didn't teach her daughter. And then we have Dr. Gilbert R. Mason Jr., the son of Dr. Gilbert R. Mason Sr. And we're just going to be talking today about some of the relevant points of Mississippi history and some of the things that have happened and their take on things that are happening today. So there's an open-end conversation. Feel free to join us if you would like to. Post your questions. I will be happy to relay them. And we're just going to talk. We're just going to, I'm going to learn things about the zoo that they kept in the projects and different things. But please feel free to join our conversation. Thank you.
I did not know until this interview when I was talking to them that there used to be a zoo in the black section of Biloxi. I did not until then that we had a zoo. Yeah, I didn't know. So these, when I tell you, all right, that you can Google, this is Free Zone with. You can go and watch some of the series that we did. You can see, listen, yeah, I'm sharing everything, Petra, the good, the bad, and ugly, because we have a category.
Give the
Be
plain
back.
clothes. There was two of them. I thought they were narcotics agents, but they gave them a handshake. But the thing about it is that they said when I asked
Can
them,
y'all hear?
and he said they pulled him over. This is what happens when you have no water. They pulled him over for. I'm so sorry. Yeah,
I'll be right back.
Yeah, no, sit down. Yeah, this is water. Okay, this is water. Just choke myself. Anyway, they pulled him over.
Y'all have to be there for some of this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still questioning that, and we're going to look into it because of the fact that I've never seen plain clothes in an unmarked vehicle pull somebody over for a seatbelt violation.
Because that vehicle you had, I've always seen deal with narcotics in the past.
Right.
And I've seen them pull over other vehicles on Pass Road, that specific vehicle. I've actually seen them pull over others.
With a California tag?
Not California tag, but the people I've seen that vehicle pulling over do tend to be of a certain race. Every time at least I see them, I'm going to be honest. And I don't know what the statistics are of who they are.
Yeah, when you don't make.
Do you remember what car I was driving then, Petra? Yeah, you remember the car? I had how should I put it? How should I put it? I had a Galant at one time. I had a Galant, but I also had I was in the Jag. I think I was in the Jag that day. I was in the Jaguar that day. And I had the BMW. It was a Mercedes. It was actually a classic Mercedes. It was a classic Mercedes. I had the classic Mercedes. I had the Galant that I used to travel in all the time, just running around. And then we had, and Ethel had the Jag that I would drive whenever we went to special occasions, right? And does it sound, yes, this is during the day when your guy was also into protection. That's the difference in having money and spending in the community then and having money and spending in the community now. See, I was in protection business then. I was working in opposition research for a law firm. Yeah. But this is the day, if you remember this one, Petra.
The Bow in Biloxi.
I thought it was Club Bow.
Listen, on this day, on this day, Petra and I don't remember the name of the gay club we wound up in, but we were going to film, and was like, we filmed, and this is the day they were doing renovations at the place where we normally film at, which was the NAACP Biloxi headquarters building. So we had to find somewhere else to, and we went to the gay club in the middle of the day and filmed. It was like, this is 2017. This is 17. This is 8 years ago. We went to the gay club in Biloxi and filmed. Yeah, we reached out to the gay community. They welcomed us there, and Petra, we went in there. I think you knew the guy sitting next to us, Petra, in this group. But in this, I met a lot of them that day. They were great. They gave me free. I don't drink liquor, but they were like, I was drinking cranberry juice, But yeah, that's the owner. Yeah, so we were in there this day. We interviewed, and we were. This is in the day where we just used to make up like what we were going to talk about because there's just so much going on. Like I said, this is 2017. There was so much going on that we just show up. We just show up and start talking about things. And dun dun. So we have that one, and this is like Free Zone with. You will see how my positions have not changed in all that time, right? And how you get to see that I am not.
Right? And I think it's going to be really, really great.
I'm a big dude. I'm not a fat dude. And people be like, oh, I don't see you from the way. It's like,
The first time of its kind ever here on Coast, and we're really excited.
And I'm excited about it because I'm taking.
Casino, we will give you a credit that he sent to.
Yeah, the video is horrible. The video is horrible. But yeah. Gold beard. I had a gold beard. Um, I would have red, not as red as it is now. I used to have maroon. It used to be deep dark red. Then I had the gold highlight beard. Yeah, I always do weird things with my beard. It's mine. And I've all so if you want to know what T Nathan looked like, you'll be like, I basically look the same. Look at the beard. I like it. I basically was the same. I basically was the same. I think I weighed how much did I weigh? About 240. I think I weighed 240. Yeah. So I've always been a big guy. Always been a big guy. Just don't go gray on me. Oh, I can go gray. I've had like I did gray one time. I was trying to get it white. I did white like Storm. It didn't work. I tried to do it. I was like, I want white. I wanted a white beard, and it just wouldn't work. Wait, 5 years you like it? You're taller than me. I feel short. I'm 5'2". Honest, we've been known I was taller than you. So what I'm trying to say is that a lot of people talk about who they are. They talk about what they do, right? I don't have to talk about who I am or what I do. It's evident. Like I say, the good, the bad, and the ugly is present. It is present. I want to see something. Talk about who I am or what I do. It's us on live right now. Um, I want to see something. Mm, mm. Yeah, these are all videos on my channel. There's a particular video I'm looking for to see if it's up there. And I think I put it in bum 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 bum. Mm, mm, dun dun dun. Like I say, gotta go searching for something. I want to make sure, yeah, the wrong thing don't pop up. You're like, what is that, T. Nathan? I don't know. You can't prove it was ever up there. Bum 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 bum. Mm, bum 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 bum. Oh, I know a lot of y'all have seen this one.
Well, the State Department of Health will soon be charging a fee for all HIV and other STD tests. This in the wake of legislative budget cuts, despite the fact that Mississippi is seeing sharp rises in STDs. This week, members of the South Mississippi AIDS Task Force are headed to Jackson to participate in the Red Door Foundation's National Symposium to tackle some of the hard realities of HIV and AIDS in the South. And we have invited Task Force Board President TNathan Fairley and Chairman and Pastor Alan Jenkins to talk about some of the issues. And thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Karen.
And first of all, TNathan, this is, I know we're going to talk about that symposium, but if we could first talk about this news about the testing, which the State Health Department has in the past done for free, that will now be $5 starting in July. Is that going to be even one more deterrent for people?
Yes, get testing for AIDS. It's like I say, up to this point, it's been free, and now the next month you'll be looking at a $25 fee for that service. So if you look at the fact that we have 509 new cases. Of the 6 coastal counties, we have the largest increase in cases. So what you're going to wind up seeing is less reporting, less people getting tested. and then the epidemic goes underground, it becomes even more dangerous.
Yeah, and that's a problem. And I know that, $25, Alan, may not sound like a lot to many of us, but there are already so many reasons people find to not get tested. There
Absolutely.
seems to be one more.
A lot of the people who have HIV/AIDS are often homeless, they're jobless, and they don't have a secure base. And of course, with a lack of income, it's going to be very difficult or near impossible for them to come up with $25 to get tested. And like my colleague said, of course, it's going to be less people reporting or getting tested and find out that they're having HIV/AIDS, and of course, it'll spread.
That's right. And TNathan, even though we don't hear as much about AIDS as we did in years past, it's a growing problem.
It's still, right, the stigmatism is still there. And the South Mississippi AIDS Task Force will at the forefront now and getting revamped and getting back up to challenging the awareness and getting it out there. Because when you look at it, HIV is actually one of the easiest diseases not to catch with proper preventative measures.
And I guess one of the reasons it's somewhat on the back burner is because there are better treatments now. And people aren't as worried, but they still need to be. There's no reason to
It's
to
not
go
a cure. We have treatment options to make life, to extend your life, but it's still the same ravishing disease that we watched come of age in the 80s.
Sure. And Alan, this symposium that's coming up, you'll both be heading to Jackson for this?
Well, actually, my colleague here will be heading here. I will be manning the fort here on the coast.
Okay. Well, tell me a little bit about TNathan, then what's going to be happening in Jackson, what you the message you hope to share there, and what you hope to gain.
The symposium is the Saving Hours Self Symposium, and it's about awareness, communication, overcoming the stigmatism associated with just discussing HIV
all this, right?
in the community. And those are, we're going to examine ways to get the
you
message
only got
out
another
there
minute.
to people,
You can hear
and
it.
to really push awareness and to start the dialogue, and then we'll talk about the funding and how to do things and to move forward with that.
And Alan's still a hard thing for people to talk about and be open about, isn't it?
Absolutely. Of course, as you know, the South Mississippi AIDS Task Force had a decrease in funding, and of course, as a matter of fact, we're having on, of course, June 28th, a luncheon in which we will have State Department representatives come down and speak to us here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast Junior College campus on DeBees Road.
Okay, well, that's good. Hopefully something good will come of that, too, then.
Yes.
All right, well, thank you for being here and sharing this information. And
Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, I used to own WLOX. It's like, if it affected my community, if it affected our community, I was there. She always did good interview. She did too. You remember the one I did with Dave Elliott? Still fine. The one that I had to get in Dave Elliott's ass. I don't know if do I have that one? Hold on. Yeah, I did one with Dave Elliott. We had to get in his ass because I did one is CNN. Got the one from CNN. Bum, bum, bum. And the one you all saw, Mississippi Strong, I think most of y'all have seen that one. The one on the Capitol. Dun, dun, dun. Mm-mm. South Mississippi Strong. Yeah. Then I got footage of me when we went to I don't know, is this safe? Can I show this? I don't know if I can show that one. That's when I went to the Klan, to Zinc, Arkansas. I went to Zinc, Arkansas to protest the headquarters of the Klan. And they showed up talking about they were there for a picnic. I was like, I'm not here to picnic with anybody. I'm here for a totally different reason than you all are here.
To some, he's an irritant. To others, he's the new face of civil rights in South Mississippi. But no matter how he's perceived, there's no doubt that TNathan Fairley is making waves that continue to pound away at the walls of institutional oppression.
Mike Lacey has more on a man we call a South Mississippi strong.
I'm here this morning to bring a message.
He's taken the fight for social justice to social media.
I know to some of you all, Black history is just something you read about or something that you commemorate once a month. But for some of us, we are Black history. And I understand that some of you all think that your critiques of those who are out here on the front line on a regular basis while you are in the safety of your home eating potato chips on your couch matter. But let me remind you, we do not accept constructive criticism from those who have constructed nothing. For some of us, advocacy, activism, standing in opposition to oppression is not something we just read about. It is something that is in the course of our very DNA. Try finding this picture online that didn't come from my family's archives. From being mentored by the Reverend Nelson Rivers Jr. himself. Look him up. Look him up. Flag of Mississippi removed because of his work on having the Confederate battle emblem removed from his state capital after he lost friends at the Mother Emanuel AME Church massacre. From feasting on the knowledge and spirit, as well as the food she cooked at her table, of the goddess herself, the queen of the Mississippi Civil Rights Movement, Flossie Brown Wright, as she looked me in the eyes and quoted her favorite quote to me, that if your space is not better when you leave it than when you found it, then you probably need to redefine your journey. She shared with me her struggles before and after becoming the first Black woman elected to public office in Mississippi since Reconstruction. I have been molded by the inspiration and mentorship that I received from goddesses like this in the Mississippi Civil Rights Movement also. You see how big that guy is? You see how kid? Because she was active in the Civil Rights Movement when I was just knee-high to a grasshopper, as she used to tell me. The incomparable Kathy Eglin. And she also fed me, I am a big boy, as she told me about being a part of a group of 26 Black students that helped integrate schools in Hattiesburg, Mississippi on September the 2nd, 1965. And in closing, I have two things for you. One, the words of John Henrik Clark, who says, if you don't know who you are, then you don't know where you're going. And second, did you hear that? Those who don't know where they're going or don't want you to get where you're going are always the first to be mad at those who know who they are. So this is, listen, when I tell you, right, that's the conversation I would like to investigate. Why is your experiences different from mine? You would like to investigate that? You would like to have a conversation on why your experiences are different than mine? Well, I guess we'll start at the fact that my experiences started 57 years ago. We're not the same. We're not the same. My experiences were shaped and molded me in a time period where Jim Crow was just coming to a change. I won't say an end. I was born the year before people officially recognized the end of Jim Crow. I came up with a family of powerful women that were too busy shaping my destiny to worry about if they were going to eat at where they were going to eat at if they went on a date. I was molded by a father who had to make hard decisions about doing what he wanted to do by knocking people out sometime and balancing that with being home to raise his son. our experiences are differently because I was taught to look at the world from the bottom up and not from the top down, to commiserate with those who were being stepped on. And then to be born with the genetic gifts of height, strength, and courage and weight that I was born with, to know that I didn't have a right to step on people. I had a right to stop the shoe that wanted to step on people. Our experiences are different, and therefore we turned out differently. I don't center myself as so much I center the struggle for liberation. So we're not the same. If those are not the sinners, anybody who tells you, it knows me, will tell you, TNathan centers the movement and not himself. I don't care if my name is remembered in time, as long as liberation is the goal. People think because I have confidence that I'm some super overbearing ego. No. I have the confidence of the genetic heritage I was born with and the intellectual heritage that I inherited, and the strength of my father to do all of that. So, yeah, that's the side note. If you bring up high talk, you are one more time we throw hands. So that is a difference. You're right. That is a difference. I'm different than anybody who, except those who call themselves revolutionaries and ever actually are doing revolutionary shit. So this is an easy conversation to have. That's easy. I don't look for acceptance of oppression. I don't look for I don't look for dialoguing with oppressors who know they're oppressive. I look for solutions, and those solutions usually run through those people who are giving you the excuses or the mandates about why we should wait and why we should tolerate intolerable behavior. I believe action is the way forward, not inaction, not passivity, not partial action, not justification of why we don't act. I don't have that. I don't have that. I have always believed, even when I was on the protecting my brothers that were on the corner, I was protecting them sometimes from themselves too. Because as James Baldwin said, I'm not your Negro at all. I am not. I was my parents and grandparents' sacrifices because they needed to. When Maya Angelou talks about the hopes and the dream of the American slave, then that's what I am. That is the byproduct that has bred me. I was bred by people who had to sacrifice to rear me in a way that made the same constraints they faced not my shackles. So, by not passing on generational trauma, by also forcing me to recognize my responsibilities, then I don't have that excuses. I don't have that excuses. I don't have the constraint of someone busting in my house in the middle of the night and taking me away and I disappearing without a fight. No, I have the constraint to bust in here if you want to. I don't care who you are. You're going to definitely know that this was the wrong place. But we strive for the same goals, but because, yeah, hold on. Did he say more? Because but we strive for the same goals, but because ignorance, you are different. Huh? Elaborate. We strive for the same goal. Okay, what is your goal? Let's see. Let's see if we strive for the same goal. What is your goal? If we strive for the same goal, I want you to put your goal in and tell me what your goal is that you're striving for. And I'm gonna let the people who know me best critique it and see if we're on the same mission and how that mission differs. What is your goal? Since you're saying we're striving for the same goal, what is your goal? No, Olivia, go there. Go there. Good question to survey. I didn't ask for if it's a good question. I asked you, what is your goal? What are you striving for? I never in my life thought that what is happening in our country is happening in 2025. I'm gonna come back to that one because I understand what you mean, Gracie, and your experiences. I understand that, but I also don't understand how you never expected it because we never have come as far as we think we have. It can't be the same goal. Otherwise, it wouldn't be about themselves instead of focusing on the movement. And like I say, you got somebody in who physically we just went through videos. So you have someone in here who has I have known for years that has watched the work we have done. So they will call me and they will tell you if you're right, if we are the same. They will tell you. Because as you seen in those videos from 7 and 8 years ago, we have been doing this. I never thought it was happening in 2000, and I'm not surprised. I don't think. I think a lot of that is wishful thinking, but because people's ignorance are different, they should be different. We are all the same. We're not all the same. That's another thing. We're not all the same. We have our individual hopes and dreams are different. How do you all say we're all the same? We could all fight for liberation and still have different hopes and dreams and aspirations for ourselves. Because I know because I'm white, I've seen what has happened via my whiteness. You all have opened my eyes. But you are judged. But you are judged. That's wrong. But you are judged. That's wrong. I think I mean, yes, I'm judged. I'm judged, and the harshest my harshest judge is myself. My harshest judge is myself. I guess that's why other people's judgments about me pale in comparison, because the standard I hold myself to is light years beyond what they're thinking. They judge what they think and what they can conceive. And when your conception and when your thought is at a first grade level, you can't judge the distance to the stars. You can't judge the travel path that light takes to get here. You can't. So by judging myself and always holding myself to a standard that they can't conceive, their judgments mean nothing to me. Their judgment means nothing to me. They see you all are used to having judgments that affect the judged. No, that's like an elephant worrying about the judgment of an ant. You are insignificant in that judgment. That's why we that's why we have this conversation for me to understand. Okay, what have you understood? I still want to know how we're working for the same goal. I'm still waiting for you to tell me what are you striving for that you say we are the same. What are you striving for? I guess he's trying to say that you shouldn't be judged and that's wrong. No, I listen. I think the idea of judging is what you all have wrong because I judge people all the time. Also, I judge people and decide if they're worthy to be around my crumb snatchers because that's something I have to take into consideration. Right or wrong, if I judge you if I deem you not worthy to be around my crumb snatchers, you could call it right or wrong, but you won't be around my crumb snatchers because I can't take that chance of anything going wrong. So yes, we judge. That's why be people like judge not, least you be judged. I was like, how the hell do I navigate life safely and securely without judging environments and situations and people? That sounds crazy. I've been in this world for 39 years, and I could care less what people think about me. And I, I, I do care about what the people I care about think, but even they'll tell you it's a difference between caring about what you think and then saying I'm going to act in accordance with that care. Because there's sometimes I care about you thinking this, but they also understand that the movement comes first. And that's a lot of things that a lot of people have problems with actually getting close to me, because they have to get close to me understanding that the liberation, see, I'm driving, striving for everyone to be the same, that what I experience should be the same thing you experience, no matter who you are. No, I don't want your experiences. I don't, no. That's such an egocentrical, self-centered, narcissistic statement. It drips with, I am, I am me, and you should strive to be me, and you need to live the life I live and have the things I need. No, that's the same statement when people tell, um, treat people how you want to be treated. What the fuck? No, treat me how I want to be treated. You might like fish. I don't like fish. So you invite me over and you thinking the best meal to feed me is some damn fish, is like you didn't even spend the time to get to know who I was. You just treat me like you want to be treated. You want me to have everything you have. I don't want everything you have. No. I want to get rowdy sometimes and tear up something. Yep. Yep, we're not. Before anyone gets too cute, the crumb snatchers lawyers are here. Hey, but listen, by the time if the crumb snatchers something happens, y'all be defending me, not them, because I'm gonna go. Yeah. See, the epitome of treating others is to say, hey, and because sometimes also what is true is you have to acknowledge I can't treat you like that, so I guess I don't need to be a part of your life. That's fine too. Because listen, this is I've had people that want to be treated certain ways. And I look at them like, I'm not engaging in that behavior or activity. No, that's a non starter for me. There are some people that want to be treated like shit. And because I'm not a shit person, that doesn't mean you deserve the right to be treated like shit if you want to. But I am not the one. Yeah, no. Mm-mm. Not me. Because that's a reflection on who I am for me. By the same token, when I find out, like, you reach out to people, you say, how you doing today? You don't start the conversation with how you doing today, and then after you ask them the question, 2 seconds into how they're doing, you start telling them about how you're doing. No, who, what? And I know a lot of people who do that. And I'd be like, you don't care about the person's day. You just want to tell them about your day. Why don't you just say that? Side note, if you want to give T a snack, just give him fries and toasted Texas toast. Yep. We are independent human beings writing our own story going through life. We are not plagiarizing. That is a good point, Petra. And that is a good point. So when you say I want liberation, I want you to be liberated, free from the oppressor. But even with that freedom doesn't mean I want you to be able to go on a terror and just harm people. Yes, I want you to be liberated because I believe by being liberated, you will evolve into your best self. But if you evolve into something that is detrimental to the society we are building, then you will be eliminated. I know people cannot understand the dichotomy in things I say and the practicality of what we're talking about because people would think, well, yes, we're liberated. So that means we can be part of NAMDA. If you know what NAMDA is, I don't want to say it. Y'all use the word P, the P3DOs. I'm liberated, so that means I can be this now. No, you can't. No, you can't. Not in the society that I'm going to be a part of that we create. No, you can't. That's what I want to express. What we should all have the liberty to be who they want to be. You have the liberty to be who you want to be as long as you're not who you want to be harming innocents. You have the liberty to be who you want to be long as you're not just trying to trade places with the oppressor. You have the liberty to be who you want to be as long as it doesn't infringe upon the liberty of others to just exist. See, I think you all think that liberation means freedom from the constraints of a free society, and it doesn't. there's still community, and what we're trying to do is liberate community and the growth of community in a way that doesn't harm the members of that community unjustly. Unjustly. Notice I said that word, unjustly. I have I have a dream, Martin Luther King. That was a nightmare. That was a nightmare. Your dream comes at the expense of the liberty of black and brown people. I have a dream that one day, no, I have a nightmare today. And having, listen, I respect King greatly, but don't talk to me about the King in 63 and 65. Let's talk about the King in 67 and 68. Let's talk about the King that went to Stanford and said, we live in two different Americas. Let's talk about the King that told Harry Belafonte, I feel like I've integrated my people into a burning house. Let's talk about the King who, the night before he died, was telling black people to divest themselves of the interest of financial institutions belonging to white people and use that as a weapon. Let's talk about that king. Let's talk about the king that died for his beliefs, not the kings that was alive to live. Let's talk about the king that appeared on NBC and he said that it is not practical for us to be violent at this time. Not the moral king that said from nonviolence and turn the other cheek was our moral responsibility. Let's talk about the king that nobody wants to talk about because they just want to run around quoting, I have a dream, because that dream was a nightmare to the people who had to live on the receiving end of it. Let's talk about it. Don't quote to me, I have a dream. Quote to me, two Americas. Any black child in the black community on Easter is speaking, I have a dream. Quote to me from Two Americas. Quote to me from the last speech he ever gave. That's why they shut him up. He realized what was talk right. Talk to me about the king that was booed in Chicago. I know you were referring to the speech. I just, I'm laughing at the fact that you didn't know I was referring to the speech too, because the speech writer was Dr. King, and that's who he was. But that was not who he became. So when you all refer to Dr. King as this image in amber, like some trapped fly from 650 million years ago, trapped in amber, and you're trying to make this the pristine image. Dr. King died in 68. You know what? Never mind. I'm gonna need these gummies. No, this is called teaching, though, Don. This is what teaching by action looks like. I know it's messy and all over the place, and I know my chief of security wants to. I know, but at the end of the day, this is not just about Dark Knight. This is about the people who don't know that are here that don't know my positions. The people who don't know who I am, and I'm just using him. Can I give them a short time out, just a short one? No, no, because I want to know everything he's saying, because I want to show him I could dismantle everything he says effortlessly. Because this is not a debate. See, the debate, y'all know I don't debate human rights. I don't debate. This is not a debate. This is me showing him that his words have consequences, and my dismantling of his idealism is rooted in his words. I want to ask so I can understand, and I want you to understand. I'm being patient. I'm not even disturbed by him yet. He's young. He's young, and I do need you all to remember that this is what true leadership has to be able to do. This is the difference I want to show you all. I know you all get impatient with it, but this is what true leadership looks like. True leadership looks like I can defend my position on everything I stand on effortlessly. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to come back tomorrow. I can do it in the moment. effortlessly. I don't debate, I don't join those lives not because I don't know how to dismantle them. I don't join them because it doesn't matter. Dark Knight, it matters too. It matters. It matters to him. He wants to. That doesn't say he will find it, but he wants to. And if I can't defend my position effortlessly in leadership, then you all shouldn't follow me. If I have to say refer you to a website about something that is supposed to be part of my dynamics, you shouldn't follow me. I believe I have to earn the right to be in leadership. And this is one of those cases where I'm showing you how effortlessly I can do this off the top of my head because I don't change my opinions based upon the way the wind blows. Share the gummies. Yeah. See, this is my chief of security. My chief of security, I have to protect you all from him sometime. I have to. But I would have it no other way. My family, and sometimes I have to protect you all from them because they are so they get it. They do get it. But sometimes they miss the subtleties of what is necessary. And before anyone watches from the outside gets cute, we are not sheep. Exactly. I don't even like sheep. Why would I be surrounded by them? I need I we have I don't even know what to compare it to because at the end of the day, it's leadership, yes, but it is also the ability to understand the assignment. I can be subtle like a thief in the night. You're as subtle as a bull in a china shop in the middle of the day. Did you just say you could be? Listen, if you wasn't a moderator, I'd tell them to give you 5 seconds. I can't believe you fixed your mouth to say that. Watch you play video games. You are not subtle in life, real life, or in video games. Oh, my chief of security took me out with that one. Oh, oh, like a thief in the night. Okay. Okay, as his lawyer, I say Chief is right. We all subtle. Yeah, y'all need new lawyers because your lawyer not subtle either. All right, you all. Thank you all. Dark Knight, like I said, we can finish this conversation at some other time, but we're getting out of here tomorrow. Where is Pirate? Can we unmod Pirate? I thought you wanted me to feel better. Pirate's not here right now. I don't know. No, we're not gonna unmod Pirate. Pirate needs protection. Listen, Pirate needs protection. So let's y'all get some rest. I appreciate it. Like I say, no, you won't. No, Olivia. Anytime you say you'll be nice, I am instantly in terror for whoever you're being nice to. Yeah, your niceness is not something we want to go. Good night, fam. Good night, everyone. We're going to be out of here. We like I said, we have movies lined up for the summer blockbuster season. As soon as I want to watch 28 Years Later with some people. So as soon as we get a good copy, I got to have a better copy of Years Later than I have because it's kind of off looking. So I don't like the offsetting look of it. But we still have, we got Fantastic Four opening, week after next. We have some good movies. We got Jurassic Rebirth. That is nope, no song. I'm out of here. If I play a song, you all know what happens. We'll be here. It'll be 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm still playing music. So no, I'm not doing it. Send you a suggestion for a movie on a TikTok message. No, we're not watching Teeth. Y'all have not raised anywhere near $750 to watch Teeth with. All right. So, like I say, one last time for tonight. If you all like what you hear, you like what we do, please think about hitting up the Cash App to help us do what we do. All right. Think about it. And all the people who did, we appreciate you all also. And family, love, peace, and hair grease. We out of here. We out of here. YouTube.